Hello everyone, welcome back to the Playlist Club. I'm your host Brianna along with
Nancy,
my king,
and Sandy.
And we all hope you are doing safe out there. For today's episode, we will be covering our first ever deep dive. Now for those types of episodes, we here at the Playlist Club pick an artist and discuss their history, their music, their fans, and much more. We hope that for each of these deep dive episodes, we can share a new artist with you all or get you interested in learning more about them. For our first ever deep dive episode, we will be covering the one, the only, DAY6.
Woohoo! DAY6.
Not only are they brilliant artists, but also personal favorites for your hosts at the Playlist Club. Maybe today is your first time hearing about DAY6, or maybe you are already a certified My Day. Regardless, take a seat as we take a deep dive into DAY6. Let's
start that playlist!
So like I mentioned earlier, today's deep dive episode will be on DAY6. For our listeners who don't know who they are, DAY6 debuted on September 7th, 2015 under JYP Entertainment, which is home to huge artists such as the Wonder Girls, 2PM, GOT7, and Miss A. A month later, Twice actually debuted. I don't know if you girls know that, but a month later, Twice debuted. Originally a 6-member band, members Sungjin, Jae, Youngtae, Junhyuk, and Dowoon showcased their talent with their debut song Congratulations. However, less than 5 months later, Junhyuk, a vocalist and pianist for the band, terminated his contract with JYP Entertainment. From that point on, the band continued as the 5-member group we know of today. So, did you girls listen to their debuts when they came out, or were they on your radar at all?
Yes, they were. Actually knew them from, was it Who's Next?
Yeah, YG's Win.
Oh, yeah. I heard of them, but I didn't pay much attention. I did listen to Congratulations, but like during that time, 2015 era, I wasn't huge into K-pop. I listened to more Mika or like American songs, but I heard of DAY6 because one of the members used to be in a group called Third Degree, I think. That's yeah.
Yes.
And then like all the Super K stuff, so that's how I knew who the people were.
I was keeping my eyes on him. Like, I was waiting for him to debut because I was waiting for him to come out and I knew that he was in JYP. And then when I saw him as a trainee, I was like, yay! And then when he came out, I was like, yay!
You mean Youngtae?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, similar to Nancy, I didn't listen to K-pop roughly around 2015-2016, but I did listen to DAY6 because I am a huge band fanatic. I love band music, so they were on my radar.
Yeah, I thought the song was really good. Congratulations. I think it was a pretty good debut song, I would say. And like, I don't think I was into band music at all. When they came out, 2015 was peak BTS, I think, for me. So I don't think I paid much attention to it, but it was definitely a very good song. I definitely checked it out when it came out because, like Nancy mentioned earlier in My King You Too, that Youngtae was a part of that Third Degree group, and my Lee, actually, one of our older sisters, told us that this guy debuted. So I was like, whoa, that's really cool. Someone who started it as like a YouTuber, because Jay was a YouTuber too, right?
Oh yeah.
Post-it Man, was it?
I was definitely a huge fan of Jay as a YouTuber when he started out as like a musician on YouTube.
Yeah, so I think I just thought it was interesting because we've seen it here in Western music as well, like YouTubers going on to become like huge artists as well, but it was interesting to see that on like in K-pop, I would say. So that's probably one of the main reasons why I checked out their music, I would say.
I feel like during this time too, especially like in the second gen era, well, I don't think they're second gen, but I think a lot of scouters looked onto YouTube to look for potential singers, because you see a lot of people trying out for the Super K stuff, like all the shows, and like even becoming eventually trainees. And so you see a lot of YouTubers during this time coming out as artists.
Yeah. Also, they were doing like the global auditions. They were like really trying to emphasize that.
Yeah, so as Day6 continued as a 5-member group, I just wanted to give a brief introduction to each of the members. Now, please know that I found this information on the internet, so it may not be completely correct. Please, my days, let me know if something is incorrect. So first up, we have Park Sungjin, or also known as the stage name Sungjin. He was born on January 16th, 1993, and his positions for the band is actually the leader, a vocalist, and guitar player. So some fun facts about Sungjin is that he was such a good singer as a trainee that one of the vocal coaches for JYP said that she had nothing to teach him. What do you girls think about that? I mean, I think it's true. He definitely has like very unique vocals, I would say.
Not just unique, but I think he has really strong vocals too. Like, you hear him, but whether it's singing online or even like hear him live, I think he's really good. So I'm not really surprised that his teacher or his trainer said that to him.
Yeah, I'm probably just very biased because he's my bias, but he's perfect. He's good at singing.
I'm not gonna lie, he is a good singer. I would be speechless if I was him.
And Sandy, I think you will enjoy this, but JYP released their Myers-Briggs personality type, and he is an ENFJ, which is the protagonist. Which is interesting because he's like the leader of Day6 too, so I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm excited because it's like a psychology test, if you all didn't know that. But yeah, I don't know if he doesn't come off to me as like an extrovert, so I'm shocked that he is an extrovert.
After seeing all his Aegyo and all those stuff, I'm like, okay, I could see you being an extrovert.
Maybe I don't watch enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next up, the oldest of the group actually, we have Park Jae-hong, aka Jay. He was born on September 15th, 1992, and he is a vocalist, a guitar player, and our first rapper of the two in Day6. A fun fact about him is that, which I personally enjoy, is that if he were to be sorted into a Hogwarts house, he would be a Hufflepuff, just like me. So, yeah, that's awesome.
Me too.
Yeah, you too, AK. Yeah, we would be chilling it up in Hogwarts Castle together, I guess. Same. Well, no, actually, he's older than us, so I don't even think.
That's okay.
Yeah.
He'll be your prefect.
And his Myers-Briggs personality type is INTP, which is the logician.
My brother actually is the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of your brothers are though, Mekay.
I mean, if you know them, it's kind of like, but like I've seen Jay, like he's very talkative. My brothers are not talkative at all. So, and I do like Jay.
I'm kind of surprised that Jay is an introvert though, because like just based on what I've seen and concert experience, like he's so interactive. Unless I stands for interactive.
Oh my god.
But I mean, I'm just kidding. But like, I am surprised that he is introverted.
Yeah. So next up we have, I might butcher this, but we have Kang Young-hoon. Is that correct? AKA Young K. He was born on December 19th, 1993. And his position for the group is vocalist, rap, and he plays the bass for the group. A fun fact about him is that he was a guest on Hidden Singer, which is basically a Korean variety show where they cover up their faces and like people judge them based on their voices. The fans of Day6 immediately knew who it was because his voice is pretty unique as well. And his Myers-Briggs type is ENTP, which is the debater. And then next up, Kim Won-pil. He was born on April 28th, 1994, and his position for the group is vocalist, keyboard player, and synthesizer.
Synthesizes. Just kidding.
Anyways, and Won-pil has actually said that if he wasn't a part of the band, he would be a music teacher, which I think is pretty great because it still deals with music.
Music.
Yeah.
And like with Wonpil too, he has a unique voice.
Yeah, it's so unique that if you heard it, you will know right away that that's
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yep.
Like if he was on all those Max Singer stuff, I'd be like, that's
I feel like
Kim
you would
Wonpil.
know who he is.
Yeah, if you go off of his personality type, yeah, he's very calm, more reserved, a little more shy. If you watch any of his interviews or like any of the shows they're on, you can definitely see this personality trait from him.
So when you said music teacher, the photo of like their pre-debut stuff, like his short haircut, popped in my head as like a teacher on pill or whatever. So
I mean, Jay was Chicken Little.
and Sunjin as Bob the Builder.
Cute days, cute days.
Yeah, if any of you are actually curious, definitely pull out the pictures of Chicken Little and Jay. You will see the resemblance, as well as Sunjin and Bob the Builder. I can't think of Sunjin now without seeing Bob the Builder.
Yeah, Sunjin actually wore the outfit. If you go find it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how.
It was for their.
It's like one of the music shows or something.
I didn't know
But then like I think it was Jay that mentioned about it, and then he was like referring how Sunjin looked like Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
That's where they got it from.
He dressed up because it was the Halloween special.
Oh, I
one.
didn't know that.
And it was during Sweet Chaos, and so he had Bob the Builder outfit on. So.
That's funny. Yeah, I thought it came from like fans saying it, or maybe even Jay singing it, because I can see Jay singing
Jay,
something
he's an
like
instigator. Like,
So
one thing about Jay, he instigates a lot. So
He calls you out.
it's funny though.
See, that's why we don't see him as an introvert.
yeah. So last but not least, the youngest of the group, Yoon Do-woon, aka Do-woon. I don't know why I keep saying aka because it's literally their names without their last names. But he was born on August 25th, 1995. He plays the drums for the group, and this is actually really interesting because he actually decided to become a drummer because he thought it would help him overcome his shyness, and like he is still very much shy, I would say. He's probably one of the quieter members of the group too.
Yeah, I think he's pretty shy. At that concert, like out of all the members, I think he was more like
He was so cute though.
Yeah. And then what is his Myers-Briggs?
He is an ISFP, or the Adventurer.
Ooh, that's me too.
Yeah, so if you guys want to check out to see if you have the same personality types as the DAY6 members, there is 16 personalities test online, so you guys can definitely head on over and see what yours is. Let us know too. So yeah, so these 5 guys makes up the 5-piece band that we know of today. And if you stick around long enough or become an instant fan when you hear their music, which is actually, I would say in my opinion, really easy with their music, you may just catch enough feelings for this group that you start calling yourself My Day, which is actually the fandom name for DAY6. Now, the meaning of My Day is actually pretty significant. It means that DAY6 and their fans, My Days, are important to each other because they fill up one another's days. And I thought this was really interesting, but fans were allowed to vote for their fandom name. And on June 7th, 2017, the name My Day was voted by fans, and it was officially released as the potential, or not potential, but the actual fandom name. And I want to hear your thoughts on this, but there was other ones that came out as potential fandom names. The first one is Daydreamer. The next one is Daylight, Holiday, and the last option was actually Sunday. Do you girls have a favorite of that, or do you guys like My Day?
I like Daydreamer just because I daydream a lot. I mean, it sounds pretty. It goes with the whole entire concept too. DAY6, Daydreamer. I mean, it has day in it, so it just sounds good. I mean, Sunday would have been a nice one too.
Yeah, I mean, I like My Day more, but then I'd say my next favorite one is Daydreamer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Daylight reminds me of Flashlight. I don't know why. But like, I don't know. I just think that Daydreamer will be the next best one. Holiday sounds cool too, but I think Holiday for me sounds more like a song title, or the gas station holiday.
Oh my gosh.
So then I'm like, I don't know.
Associations.
Yeah. It's like, okay. But I think those names are pretty good. Yeah.
I'm a fan of Sunday. I think just because each member represents a day of the week, and I don't know if that 6 supposed to mean like the original 6 members or what it meant, but yeah, I think Sunday's a really nice name.
I'm pretty sure it was because now the meaning of day 6 is that there's 5 members, so they take up Monday through Friday, and then Saturdays for the fans, and then
Sundays.
there's Sunday, which could have been the
Rest.
fandom name, but
I thought Sunday was like a resting.
yeah. It's the resting day. My bad.
Yeah, actually, I think if it wasn't my day, I think my day is a really cute day because it's like my day. I think it's really cute because it's like my fans. Anyways, but I think I would have picked Daydreamer too, just because it is, I don't know, I feel like it's pretty unique too, and like their music kind of reflects that too, at least their earlier albums, I would say, and the earlier music kind of gets you to daydream and stuff like that, so I think that would have been a very cute name too, but it's really long too. Yeah. So, like I mentioned, they had a lot of really great music in their first couple of albums that they've released, and beyond too, but then some notable songs that I would definitely recommend you listeners check out is Congratulations, which is their debut song, so definitely go check out their first song. The next one is You Were Beautiful, which is actually a crowd favorite, I would say, not just among your hosts here, I would say, but like I feel like any K-pop fan or any person who enjoys music in general would definitely like You Were Beautiful. The next song is Shoot Me. It's probably like one of their first title tracks to have a very rock sound, and actually is their most viewed music video as well at 33 million views. And then the next one is Time of Our Life, which was released in 2019, and which was actually their first, this song helped them win their first music show win, which is like a very important milestone in like any K-pop group or any musician in Korea, because it's a big milestone, I would say, for a lot of people or a lot of musicians and groups. So with that being said, do you girls have some favorite Day6 songs that you guys would like for our viewers, listeners to check out?
Definitely check out I Loved You. I don't have like a favorite song because it's that hard. But I like I Loved You and You're Beautiful a lot. I know Zombie just came out too. I like the English version. But if you want to know more, you can follow our Spotify, because I think that's where like a lot of us who listen to Day6 songs, and so
Yeah, I was gonna say, definitely check out Congratulations first, and then go and watch You Were Beautiful. Their stories align, if you girls didn't know that, or if the audience didn't know. And if you've seen the movie Parasite, the main actor, or I think his name in there is Kevin, or Choi Wook-sik, he's the actor for both of the music videos of Congratulations and You Were Beautiful, so definitely check those two out, and they're actually my favorite songs, as well as I Loved You. That's a really good song.
I just want to go back for when you said Shoot Me was the most viewed. I think Congratulations would have been the most viewed because originally JYP put it on YouTube, and then they deleted it.
Oh,
and then fans were like, what the heck? Yeah, it got deleted, and then it got reposted. I'm just like,
JYP, what you doing?
Oh, I think I know why. Because remember, Junhyuk left?
Yeah.
And they had to reshoot the whole entire song, and every song that came with that album, I think they had to redo it. And that's why when you buy the song, it'll say final version or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But then
forgot about that.
It's weird though, because like he's still in the music video, so it's like you want to delete everything, but the music video he's still in.
I don't know, maybe.
So I was like, okay. Yeah.
Honestly, I just feel like they shouldn't have done that because it's like you're discrediting. I don't know. It just looks bad.
Yeah. I mean, I think I can see it go both ways because Like, I'm glad they haven't taken away the original version, I would say, of Congratulations, but they have another version of, I think it's in either Sunrise or Moonrise, the final version, so at least we still have the original version, I would say.
But a few of my favorites, I like majority of their songs, to be honest. But then from like their newest one, I definitely like Stop, Love Me or Leave Me, and I forgot what the other one was. I think it was, but yeah, definitely those two.
It's too hard. This is a hard question.
If you like rock, go listen to is it I Wait?
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Wait.
that was one of my favorite songs by them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I Wait, and what was the other one? It was oh my gosh, why is this so hard?
How Can I? Is that what you're looking
Yes.
for? Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely would say if you're more into rock, definitely check out their Japanese music.
Yes.
Because
yes,
it's
yes.
very rock heavy. So that's where you would want to go.
Yeah, so I Wait is definitely one of my favorite songs, and like Jay's that part, I'm not gonna sing it, but when I heard it, I was like, oh my gosh. So the music video is very interesting too, like, but I Wait is definitely one of my favorite songs from their earlier albums, but I believe Days Gone By?
Yeah.
Days Gone By is really good too. It reminds me of like an anime opening. Just because of the piano right in the beginning. It just sounds so good. So
You mean Time of Our Life?
no, right? That's what I was gonna say. I was like, no.
Days Gone By, that's the
No,
more
I was like,
fun.
what the heck?
Like Days Gone By is
Time of
more
Life.
like retro and like
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I knew I was right.
That
Yeah.
70s show by?
Yeah.
What?
Oh my
No,
gosh.
Time of Our Life. I knew I was saying it correct.
Good job, Brianna.
I'm not in my day. But Time of Our Life is one of my favorites. One of my favorite title tracks, in fact. So,
Yeah, we're
embarrassing.
fake my days. JK.
Some of the songs you girls mentioned actually came from their Moonrise and Sunrise albums. And it was actually really interesting because during that year, DAY6 actually had a special project they called Everyday DAY6. And they announced on December 29th, 2016 that they would release 2 songs every month on the 6th, except for the months of May, June, August, and October, along with actually having concerts prior to the song's release and some music videos and V-Lives. I wish I was in Korea at that time, quite honestly, because I don't know if the concerts are free or if you had to raffle for them, but it would have been a chance to see them. But a lot of the songs that I would say are like classic DAY6 songs came from that year because I feel like they really grew as musicians. During that year, they experimented a lot with their sound too, I would say. And I feel like a lot of people became their fans through that project. And they actually had because of their project, they released their first full-length album that year called Sunrise, and then they actually had their first North American tour, making stops in LA, Detroit, Austin, and then Toronto. And then later that year, they actually released their second full-length album called Moonrise, and like all of the songs that they released during their project was included in those albums. Like I mentioned, they held their first North American tour in 2017. But about a year later, they had their first world tour, which a few of us at the Playlist Club actually got to attend. Their first one was called Youth, and that happened in 2018, and their second one was called Gravity, which happened in 2019. How was the experience for you girls? What did you girls think of their concerts?
Well, for me, I only got to attend one of them because I was studying abroad. But then I was like, okay, I'll just wait for their London one waiting. It's like, oh, they're not coming till January. Oh, I'm leaving the country. So it was kind of sad that I didn't get to attend that. But I definitely enjoy the Gravity one a lot just because it was my first one and I didn't really know what to expect. And so I think usually when it's a first concert for any groups or any artists, it's always gonna be fun. But I remember just dancing. Okay, I'm sorry, DAY6, but y'all are so good. I only remember dancing. That's it. Like, I don't remember half of the concert. So
Jay
it was
would be
good.
proud.
Yep, this one for
Yes,
you,
he
Jay.
would be. He was the one encouraging it.
It was all your
Honestly, yeah.
fault, Jay. Just kidding.
For me, I went to both of them, and looking at it at an overall view, I definitely like the youth concert more, just because like I felt like the venue was nice, the crowd was good, and you're at a pretty good distance from them on the stage, so I could see them all.
Yeah.
Compared to the Gravity one, where the venue was bigger and we
Yeah.
were seated a little bit further away. But also, like, I really like how they had like the confettis during the youth one. It was just the feel was just really
was
nice.
really pretty.
And then it was, and then for Gravity, it did rain that day too, which kind of rain is not my friend.
Not your friend.
So it made me a little crabby. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little crabby because we got wet. But yeah, what I liked from the Gravity one was that because we were seated next to each other too, whereas the youth one we were more spread it out. With the Gravity one, it was a little bit more fun because there was more of us, and then we were dancing together as well. So yeah.
I remember I kept bothering Brie.
She kept bothering me. I'm like, let me just enjoy the concert.
I can't do a chic either. I'm just kidding.
But you were
Okay,
enjoying
Nancy.
yourself. You were enjoying yourself. You
I
wanted
was,
to
I
meet.
was.
You wanted to experience it with me. But I was like, Nancy.
What about you, Sandy?
I definitely, like my king, I definitely enjoyed the youth tour a little bit more. I think it's because a lot of the songs they played were from the Sunrise and Moonrise album, which are my two favorite albums from them. And so I definitely enjoyed that a lot more. Also, the experience with Jay being so close yet so far from us.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was definitely like the highlight of my night.
Yeah, we need to tell them about what we were doing that day.
Oh goodness.
Yes, do tell.
So that day, Jay was like, I think this is when Jay was like heading towards the audience, or he was in the audience already. And
yeah, he was in the audience.
the two of us, me and my king, were taking our quizzes and doing our homework because
The hashtag student life.
yeah, it was a Sunday night and we had classes Monday morning. So we were trying to cram in homework before Monday morning. Yeah, it was a lot of stress and hard work while enjoying a concert.
My homework was due Sunday night. Sunday night. And I realized that like an hour before the concert was gonna end. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm just saying. And then I was hitting Sandy on the sidearm because Jay was getting close. I'm like, oh my god.
I think, yeah, when you were hitting on me on my sidearms, I was actually checking to see if I actually did my quiz because I can't retake those quizzes. I think it was from one of my psychology classes, and I was so stressed about it. And then I think we were still doing homework or trying to do it right before the high touch. And so
yeah, you girls high touch, yeah.
it was definitely just a stressful moment for me.
Yeah, I don't know if you girls remember, but I think during that night, Jay was like giving a super sentimental talk about like life and whatnot, and then like there was a fan in the crowd. I believe it was a girl. She shouted out, "I gave you all my money."
Yes,
I
I remember
You
that.
girls remember that?
That is an iconic night. Yes, that was. Yeah, what was he saying?
It's somewhere on Instagram.
I think he was talking about like youth and things like that, because it was their youth tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll post it up if we find it. We'll repost it somewhere. But I would say I thoroughly enjoyed both concerts too. The first one actually became a fan of Day6 when I went to the not Gravity tour, but their youth tour. I had a couple friends from college that are like huge Day6 fans, and I know you girls do too, but it was my sister and I, we bought our tickets super last minute, and then like we were able to go, and like I thought I would just go check it out because it was like probably one of the few Day6 is like one of the few K-pop groups or like musicians that come to Minneapolis, which is like closer, easier for us to travel to than Chicago per se. But it was just so good. Like I was just wowed by them as musicians. And then like, not to like rag on, like I think K-pop groups that dances, they have a performance factor that is very different from Korean bands or band music, because they're up there, they're playing their instruments, and like you can just see like the passion the passion from them, and it's like it just sounds so different from like their albums too, and it just sounds so much better live. I would say like they're great regardless, but like hearing and seeing them play their instruments as they're singing like iconic songs is just amazing to me. Like the Gravity tour was fantastic as well. Like they had some really good releases between the U tour and the Gravity tour, but like because that was like my first like moment where I'm like, wow, Day6 is like super amazing, it's just a lot more memorable, I would say. And my king, you guys mentioned, but Jay went up to the balcony, or he came into the crowd, and I have like this super shaky video of Jay. He walked right past us. He was probably less than like 10 feet, 8 feet away from us, because we were at the edge, like towards the back on the like the aisle where he walked, and at some point he was hanging off of the balcony. I'm sure you're
what?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing that.
No, he was hanging off of the balcony. He had like his legs swung over it. So one of the
Did he get in trouble?
I don't know. One of the bodyguards or managers or someone was holding on to him. Like he wasn't leaning so far, but he swung his leg over the railing.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
He cried.
Yeah, so it was nuts, I would say. But yeah, both concerts are very good, and I would definitely recommend any casual listeners or any like My Days, if like they come to your city or near you, go, because they're just so good live. Their energy is really good, and like it really is a whole different experience seeing them live and hearing them play their instruments live. So yeah, we kind of talked about new releases, and my king, you kind of mentioned some of your favorite songs from their latest comeback, but Day6 actually made their latest comeback back in May 11th, 2020. They followed up their previous album, The Book of Us Gravity, with The Book of Us Demon. Their lead track for this album was titled Zombie, and unfortunately this song was actually not promoted on music shows because they went on a little break for their own health. Regardless though, the album sold over 47,000 copies in their first week, and it charted pretty well on the music charts over there too. And it actually rose as high as number 4, and then the lead song Zombie landed number 1 on multiple charts too. But yeah, their lead track is Zombie. I was wondering what you girls thought about the album, the lead track. What did you girls think of it?
To be honest, I was questioning, what can come out of Zombie, because that's such a weird title track name. But I actually really enjoyed Zombie, the Korean version and the English version, and just the whole album itself was very good. And I think I've mentioned this in our intro episode, but they just put out good music. I haven't heard like a bad song from them, so
I definitely agree. But I do like the other songs more than the main title track.
Which ones? Oh yeah, you mentioned them, right?
Yeah. Oh, the one I couldn't remember earlier was Afraid. I like that one too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, they kind of like Sandy. I was like, what are they trying to get at? The demon, Zombie. I was like, is this gonna be like a hard rock, hardcore album? But then when they released the teaser and when they released the whole song, I was like, oh, this is so good. I feel like done at college, have a job, but like sometimes you just question life and you're like, am I in a midlife crisis? Where am I with my life? And I just feel like the song matched me where I'm at in my life right now. Like I'm just doing the same thing over and over, and I do feel like a zombie, like you're just like, oh, okay, wake up, go to work, after work, okay, come back home, and it's just like, oh, so for me, I think that the song matched me where I'm at in life.
Hashtag adulting.
Hashtag adulting. Hashtag midlife crisis. I definitely enjoyed the English version a lot.
Yeah, I loved the title track. I made my brother dance with me the other day. Nancy, I will not let her, but she recorded my brother and I being zombies around the house, being a good older
There's
sister
zombie
here.
playing in the background.
But zombie has definitely become like a favorite in our household. Like one of our sisters who I would say doesn't like K-pop that much, loves the song. So I think that's just a testament to how good the track is, especially for casual listeners. But like my king mentioned, one of my favorite, she mentioned this earlier, but one of my favorite tracks off the album is Love Me or Leave Me. Like, it's rock. Like, I think like their latest releases is very like rock inspired or rock influenced, so I've really liked what they've been releasing recently. Yeah, so Zombie, The Book of Us, Demon, if you listeners, especially if you like rock music too, definitely go check out the album and some of their like Shoot Me. So if you are interested in that, I would definitely go check out those albums. If you like softer, a little bit softer music, definitely go check out Sunrise and Moonrise. Their earlier albums definitely have a softer, more mellow sound, but they honestly, their music is just so diverse in that like you can't really put them in like a category, I would say, but their music is so diverse that I think anyone will genuinely enjoy their music. So wrapping up a little, something that we here at the Playlist Club would love to do for each of our deep dive episode is to create our dream set list for each of the artists that we cover. Now, I asked the girls to send about 15 to 20 of their favorite DAY6 songs so that we can compile a list that, like, if there was a DAY6 concert, we want them to play all of these songs. And there's definitely a very good variety on that set list. But after compiling all of the songs together, I have our top 5. First up, we have I Loved You, which is definitely a classic DAY6 song. We have You Were Beautiful. Nancy's clapping over here. Congratulations, their debut song, Shoot Me, and then Letting Go. Those are our top 5. But if you all would like to hear the rest, I would definitely go check out the playlist we have set up on our Spotify account and definitely take a listen through DAY6's albums or DAY6's songs. So that's it for this week's episode and for our first ever deep dive. We hope you learned more about DAY6 and their music and their steady rise in the K-pop industry. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you ever want to recommend an artist for a deep dive episode, let us know what you guys think about the artists themselves. Or if you just want to connect with us, head on over to our social media accounts. You can find us at The Playlist Club on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and YouTube as well. With that being said, this week's recommendation by me is Zombie by DAY6. Just like most, if not all of DAY6's songs, this song was composed by Jay, and the lyrics are written by Youngkay and Wonpil. The lyrics talks about how one can go through life living in monotony and dullness just like a zombie. Although the lyrics are a bit sad, I find comfort actually when I listen to it because I feel like we all go through this phase at some point. So I highly recommend this song for our listeners who may be going through the same thing. So bye for now, and thanks for joining us. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. And we also have a playlist dedicated for each episode, so be sure to check out our Spotify.